Welcome to another episode. In this episode, we'll be making an entry and exit system whereby your sensors senses if there is anybody entering a particular building, and when they are leaving, lights goes off or whatever you are using goes off. I'll be making use of BC547 transistor, TIP41, 7805, 4-pin IC socket, 555 timer, 555 timer, 2-pin socket, light emitting diode, 10K resistor, 1K resistor, and my motherboard. Also, I'll be making use of these two sensors to control my system. Join me. Pick up your Vero board, locate the center. So I've been able to do that. See, fine. We are good. Bringing in our 10K resistor or 10K resistor. So count 2 Ohms from the IC. 1, 2. Then on the third row, drop your resistor. So in your resistor well, you should have the less tip. Let's bring in our 7805, which is the voltage regulator. You check the body very well, so you won't place 7805 in TIP or TIP41 in the place of 7805. So check the name. The label is 7805. Okay, so let's count to the left. 1, 2, 3. Then let's count towards me. 1, 2. Then let's drop our IC here. Okay. Alright. Let's begin our 2-pin socket. So above our 7825, let's count 3 Ohms. And the fourth one, dropping our 2-pin socket. Okay, we are good. Okay, so let's bring in our transistor. Yes, so beneath the pin 2 of the IC socket, just right away from the 10K resistor, let's place in our transistor. Okay, so the first leg will enter the same track with pin 2. The second leg, we enter a space apart from pin 2. So there's a hole between the first pin, which is the collector, and the second pin, which is the base. There's a hole between them. So leave that hole and fix the transistor with the other 2 holes. Off. Having our 1K from the middle of the transistor, just the hole that follows towards up from the middle of the transistor, the hole that follows, placing your resistor our resistor is spanning from that middle with 1, 2, 3, 4 with 4 holes in between. So the last leg is entering the 5th hole. Okay, we are good to
let's cut off the leg. Let's cut off the leg.
So let's repeat the same process for pin 4. Pin 4, we are bringing in a transistor, a 547 ABC 547 transistor, with the collector, the third leg, which is the collector, going to pin 4. Pin 4. So I'm placing the transistor right the IC socket pin 4. If you look at it, collector is coming to pin 4. Yes. This a 1K resistor, a 1K resistor. Our 1K resistor, our 1K resistor will be opposite our 10K, but directly to our transistor base, the base of our transistor, which is the middle leg. So drop it, then count 6 to your right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drop it. we have 10K on our hands. Fitting comes from pin 4. Pin 4. We'll be taking that to so pin 4. Let's count beneath it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the fifth one, I'll be dropping my 10K resistor coming from pin 4 of the IC socket to, let me count the holes. From pin 4, let's count to our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To the 7th hole on my left. Okay, we are done with everything right now. Okay, bring in our 1K resistor from our pin 3. So, leaving a hole between pin 3, leaving a hole pin 3, our 1K resistor will be entering. Let me do this again. Our 1K resistor will be entering into the hole right above pin 3 after counting the first hole. On the second hole, our 1K resistor will enter. Enter, and we'll be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll be counting 6 to the right to spin the second leg. So right above, I'll be bringing in my right above I'll be bringing in my CIP41. So I'm soldering my TIP41 right now. I'm good. Cutting the legs. So we have everything right now. Let's start routing the circuit. But before that, let me do an explanation on this. Going to the ground at one of the IC sockets, turn on the going to positive, which is the 5 coming from the 5. Our pin 2 will be going to the base, to the collector of our BC547, the transistor, and also the first leg of our 10K resistor. Our pin 3 will be going to the base of our TIP41 as output. Our pin 4 will be going to the collector of our BC547. Our 10K going from pin 4 to positive, which serves as a pull up. Our pin 2 as a 10K resistor going to positive as well, which serves as a pull up. The base of our BC547, the transistor, with a 1K resistor, we're going to signal. And that's all for now. Try the routing. So let's start looking at it. Pin 8, we're going to positive 5 volts. Okay, good. Let's take the middle leg of our socket. The middle leg of our socket to, let's take the middle leg of our 7825 to the socket, supply socket. Okay, let me try another method. Okay. So we'll be joining the other leg. Sorry, we haven't let this getting too much. So 1 O at a time. Okay, we are there. Okay, let's see what we have. So let's start our routing. So let's start with the inner pins. Okay, so let's see what we have. Pin 2, so our pin will be connected to pin 6 of our IC. Our pin 1 of the IC socket going to pin 6. Oh, sorry. Yes. So let's we're going to pin 1. We are there. So our pin 3. So let's connect our pin 3. Lot of mix up over there. Let's try another method. Let's move to pin 4 right now. Pin 4. But before that, let's use our splitter to adjust on the pins. Let's go. Pin 4. So right now, pin 4. Yes. So on pin 4. Pin 4. I've already done everything, but pin 4 to our 10K. Pin 4 to our 10K. Power 10k. So we have pin 4 to our 10k right now. To our 10k. Okay. So we bring in the negative from the 17 to 5 to the base of the top. So to achieve this, we'll be needing a jumper to jump. So let's bend this. Bend this. From the collector, from the emitter lane, we bring in a jumper from the emitter lane to the negative of the 17 to 5. Oh. Let's play this a little. So we can. Oh. Okay. From the emitter lane, okay. So nice. To the middle leg. Dot. So we have the emitter going to the negative. So bring in a positive then. Okay. So we are connecting the positive 5 volts, our 1k resist 10k resistor. Okay. This is good. 5 volts or 10k resistor. From there I'll be using a jumper to jump that pin from 10k, the first 10k to the second 10k. This is what we have. Okay. Just like, I'm trying to see if this one will support it. Okay, from here, bringing it here. Yes. Okay, we are good. Let's check. Okay, we have that. So our next line will be how to. Okay, our next line will be how to connect. This is what we are still for. Okay. How to connect our base or transistor base. Okay, so we are successfully. Let's check our transistor. Okay, we've done that. Let's do the same for the other side too. The other side. Okay. Okay, now we have our resistor going to the base of our transistor for the signal. That's okay. That's okay. So we need to our 1k resistor from pin 3 to our TIP leg. So let's do so. So we've done that. So we are done with taking the pin 3 to the TIP 41 base via a 1k resistor. The next line of action is how we can bring our negative to that same spot. Okay, how we can bring our negative from 70 to 5 to the last end of the TIP 41. So we'll be using a okay. So from that we are fine. So let's do the soldering. Okay. So let's bring it to our negative. Okay, we are done. Let's see what left. Ground, okay. So we are jumping, okay. Positive to pin, negative, okay. The other leg is going to, okay, okay. So we've done, okay. We have dealt with the emitter of the first transistor. We've dealt with the base, with the collector. Let's move in to the second transistor. The first transistor, okay. The first transistor we have done. So the second transistor, okay, with the collector. We are okay with the collector. Let's check the base. So is the sound not entering? Generator sound. Okay. So let's check for the base. The base is there. So now we have the collector left. We have the emitter left. Let's see if we can bring the emitter to this equation. Ground equation. Okay. So we are bringing the emitter of the transistor to the negative rail now. So we're doing that with the jumper. So let's jumper is going from our jumper is going from the emitter to the negative rail. Okay, let's do it this way. Emitter, just 2 holes beneath the first jumper. 1, 1, 2, then the next one. Okay, the next one. So we are done. Open off. So we'll be taking our emitter to the first leg of our jumper. Let's start the process. Okay, so that one is done. For this one too, we are there. Okay, let's cut this one away. Away. Okay, so we have connected the emitter of the transistor going from pin 4 to ground rail. So this is it. This is the transistor here. Okay, so we are done. Let's see what we have left to connect on this board. We're taking pin 6 to, which is the ground. Let's check if we have connected pin 1. Okay, so we'll be connecting pin 1. Okay, let's see again. Okay, so pin 1 from coming on. Okay, so we'll be taking joining pin 1 of our IC socket, taking pin 1 of our IC socket to the negative rail. So we've done that. So let's take a look again. Okay, so settle that. Let's start bringing out the jumpers. Okay, I'll be using a single strand wire. You'll be putting the single strand at the other end of the resistor. The other end of the resistor. Okay, let's go again. Okay. Okay. So let's move forward. So we're doing the same thing for the second transistor. The one key going to the base. The first leg, we're bringing the jumper out. Okay. Yes. So should be done with that. Okay, we are done. Let's see. So let's bring in a jumper for the collector. So on the second leg of the TI-41, we're dropping a pin out. Of the TI-41, we're putting in a jumper. Let's shoot. Okay. So let's cut. let's bring out jumpers for our sensors. Okay. From the 5 volt. Okay. We should soon be done. We're almost at the ending part. So let's continue. So positive rail of the circuit. So that's what we are doing right now. Okay, the pinout we are bringing out is for our sensors, so we can have a place to mount the positive terminals. So we are going to do the same thing on the negative terminal as well. Okay, so let's do it this way. So okay, trying to see best way. Okay, so we'll be making use of this rail for the negative terminal. Okay. we are almost there. Okay, so the negative rail we are using is the one coming to the emitter of the TIP41, but that's the negative rail to me on the board. So if you can spot any negative rail that is closer to where you want to solder your components or your pinout, you can as well put it there, but for mine it's the TIP41. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So right now, let's check our board. Everything is in place. So we expected. Our from pin 3, we have it to our base. Okay, we have our pin out for the positive rail, our pin out for the negative rail. Okay, let's separate. So let's start preparing our sensor. So for easier testing, so we'll tip into the board. Do the same thing for this too. Okay. Let's do one more section. junction. Okay. So I'll be taking the green wire, which is my negative, my ground, the ground of the sensor, to the negative rail. So I'm done with that. Okay. Yeah. So okay, we have our negative rail here. Let's forget. These are negative rails. We have, let's bring in our positive. To the positive rail over here. And the third leg. Third leg, which is our signal. It's going to the first leg of the resistor for the first transistor, the one connected to pin 2. So let's do the same for the second one. Okay. Sure. For doing this. Okay. Sorry. Let me leave this one first. So let's test the circuit before bringing in the other guy. Before bringing in the other sensor. Let's see. Let's switch on our multimeter. So our multimeter is on 20 volts. I'm using 20 volts because it is greater than what I'm expecting. So you'll be putting your positive probe on pin 8 and your negative probe on pin 1. Let's turn on our switch. So we're having 5 volts. Let's check pin 4 of the IC. We're having 5 volts. Okay. Okay. Let's take it off. Let's switch this off and finish our soldering. So we are taking the positive terminal of our sensor to the positive rail. That's what we just did. So I'll be taking the negative to the negative rail. We have our negative rail right here. So these are negative rail. and very, very careful. So from what we have been doing, we have been bringing different pinouts, both on the positive rail and the negative rail. So just take anyone from the pinout, any one you feel like you like, so that your negative rail. Same goes for the first sensor. Go to the positive rail, so that the positive. Go to the negative rail, so that the negative. So I just did that. So I'll be taking the signal to the resistor, connect to our transistor. So let's do this. So to the resistor. So we just did that. It's okay. So our bulb, our light emitting diode. So, So for the test, we'll be making use of our light emitting diode. Let's put, okay, let's solder our resistor to the negative leg, which is the shortest leg. If you look at it, we have two legs. One is longer than the other. The longest one is positive, the shorter one is the negative. Okay. Okay. So this will come to the collector of our TIP, which is the middle leg. There's a pin out there. Very brought out a pin. So let's solder that to the collector. And this goes to our positive rail. Okay. Okay, we are good. Oh, I soldered that very well. So let's go again. Okay. So let's bring in our IC. Here comes our IC. Let's plug our supply. Okay, let's switch it on. So let's give the system some minutes. When I enter, the light comes on. When I go out, the light goes off. When I enter, the light is coming on. When I go out, the light will go off. Okay. When I enter, the light comes on. When I go out, the light goes off. Thanks for watching this episode. See you in the next episode.